All right, so today we're talking about the art of practicing. What does that mean? Practicing music is refining your skills, learning new skills, and turning them into strengths. Playing music is using the skills that you've practiced to make music. So, does this sound familiar? You go to your lesson, and the instructor asks you to play the song from top to bottom. And as you're playing it, you make a mistake in a certain area. After that, your instructor tells you, okay, let's try that again, but this time telling you to be more mindful as you're playing. So, this time through, you make the exact same mistake in the exact same place. Why? Because when you sit down to practice at home and you run through the song, you fly through all the parts that you're confident with already. And then when you hit those problem areas, you try and correct it quickly in the moment and then move on to try to finish the rest of the song. When you're truly practicing, you're not practicing the stuff that you already know. That's called a warm-up. You should be focusing on the stuff that you suck at. Whether it's reading notes, learning a new scale, or working on a transition from one chord to the other. So what you didn't do is narrow down your focus to the problem area. So what's the best way you can do this? Well, that brings me to number 1, chunking. Chunking is a method where you work on the song or skill one section at a time, or one group of notes at a time. So in our previous case, you would take the section that you're not good at and make a small exercise out of it, like this. And don't move on to the next section until you've at least improved a little bit on this. What I've done there is implement the most powerful practice tool there is, which brings me to number 2, repetition. How do you think Sidney Crosby, Serena Williams, Arnold Schwarzenegger became world-class champions? Because Crosby practiced shooting that puck millions of times before he scored that winning goal for Team Canada in that gold medal game. Serena Williams practiced that serve millions of times before she won any of her opens. And when you're bodybuilding, they actually call lifting something once a repetition. And Arnold did millions of repetitions before he won himself Mr. Olympia 7 times. If we can learn something from these great athletes, is that they spent hours, a lot of time, repeating their techniques. Whether it be a top corner wrist shot, an ace serve, or lifting something, these athletes didn't shy away or overlook their weaknesses. They spend time and effort to turn them into strengths. Okay, so you narrowed down the problem area that you suck at, and you're going to repeat it until it sounds better. So how many times is that? Well, I go by the rule of 5. I'm going to repeat that area or section 5 times with no mistakes. That's my goal. But listen, if I don't achieve that goal by the end of the practice session, that's fine. I have the next day or the day after that. The point is that you have a goal. Yes, the main goal is to play the entire song, but that won't be achieved until you work on and make this section better. I want to emphasize improvement over achievement when you're learning a new song or skill. You're not going to be able to play that song or skill 100% amazing the first time. So you want to track your progress so that you're improving at least a little bit every day. Which brings me to number 3, start slow. The human body is remarkably adaptable, but it still needs time to learn new things. I know you want to play that Van Halen solo and impress your friends, but that's not going to happen by lesson number 2, or even 52 for that matter. You gotta have patience. When you do things slowly and more deliberately, you're training your body, your fingers and your hands to build coordination and muscle memory more effectively. It's just science. If you play things slow and with a metronome, you can play faster things faster. You can play faster things quickly. You can play quicker, faster. Which brings me to number 4. You'll get better faster if you have a practice routine. You want to make practicing a habit like brushing your teeth. Choose a time every day and stick with it. And you'll notice after 2 or 3 weeks, your brain will start adapting to the schedule and start preparing itself for practice time. Study after study has shown that practicing consistently is better than practicing once or twice a week for like an hour or 2 hours. Even 15 to 20 minutes every day for 7 days is more effective than practicing 3 hours in one day. Which brings me to number 5. It's quality, not quantity. Some students of mine come in and they tell me, yeah, I practice an hour every day for the past 6 days. And I say, okay, let's play the song. And I realize there hasn't been that much improvement equal to that amount of time spent practicing. So I ask them, did you chunk it? How many times did you repeat your problem areas? Did you practice slowly and deliberately? Going into your practice room with a plan that you set up for yourself or your instructor has set up for you is so important to do things more effectively. And that way you can get better faster. Not everybody knows intuitively how to practice, and that's fine. But it's my job as an instructor to teach people the art of practicing. Practice makes better, not perfect. But believe in yourself, one practice session at a time. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up and click subscribe to see more guitar education related videos, instructional videos, creative content, and performance videos. Talk to you soon.